आणि पकड़ लो चूचू. माने अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
My fellow citizens, more than mine, will rest the final success or failure of our course. Since this country...